got my brother Cormega in the building. So I want to name some rappers, and I want you to tell me what is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear them, and if you have like any stories, whether you met them or maybe, you know, listening to the music or something like that. Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur is he's my GOAT rapper. Not GOAT lyricist, but I've grown to appreciate Tupac more and more. You know, some people say as the days go on, as the decades go on, and that just goes to show you how great he is. Because there's some artists that were amazing. Some might have had lyrics better than him, but they barely get talked about. Yeah, this dude he had a song, "How Long Will They Mourn Me?" It seems like forever. I've been to Africa and seen Tupac murals. Really? Like everywhere around the world I went. That's how I judge your greatness too. You could be the man over here, but I've been around the world and I've seen people give this man love. And even when they with a so-called East Coast, West Coast beef, if that's the case, why did New Jersey love him so much? Yeah. That's the East Coast. Yeah. Atlanta's the East Coast. I seen this man get love all over, and then his catalog. But you got to remember, what he died at, 27?
25.
25?
25. So his whole entire catalog was recorded before 25. And you know how much slack I get when I tell them, people, that he's my number one MC? Because there is a difference between a lyricist and an MC. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But I don't know why people generally haven't realized.
Listen to put his words on a piece of paper and read it. Yeah. He's a poet expressing himself through rap. Yeah. He's amazing. Like, he's amazing. Could he battle Coogee Rap? I didn't say that. But can he touch your heart with words? Yeah. Can he uplift you with words? Can he give somebody that's not from the hood a polarizing view of the hood? Can he make your parents say, turn that off, I don't want to hear that in my house? And then the next day, your parents like, I like this guy, who's that? This the same guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he made you feel the same way no matter what emotion he was spilling. And I mean, when you look at it in retrospect, like we were talking about, I mean, he made people believe he was from the West Coast, and we knew that he was from the Bronx and Baltimore. I mean, how can you not anoint someone like that? Okay, next artist, Big L.
Big L. Oof. Big L. When I think Big L, I think Harlem. A spitter, energy. His nickname was Coleon. When I first came home, I was like, oh boy, because my nickname was Coleon. Oh. So, but me and him was cool, so I just changed my nickname so I could have my own identity. Cool brother. My story with him is a story of regret, supreme regret. I seen him at Bear Mountain. That was like a trip. Harlem was there, Queens was there. I guess a few boroughs was there. And he's like, yo, Mega, this one I didn't know about. Just being a creative and keep creating. So that's when I was working on the Testament album, and I was signed to Violator Def Jam. And Big L was like, yo, is there room on the album? And I was like, nah, I finished. Right? So I didn't have the foresight to be like, but let's just do something else. Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm finished, but it's Big L. I'm seeing we'll do something. We'll do something definitely. Yeah. But in time. Right. Yeah. But that moment never came. So when he passed, I was so upset that he passed, and I was so upset that I didn't take that moment. I didn't seize that opportunity. But at the same time, studio access wasn't always easy. And when you first get on a label, the label handles all your studio stuff. So like you said, the politics. I had to wait, and I was on the shelf at that time too. Yeah. So it's like,
so you couldn't work at the speed that you probably wanted to work in.
So if I had I got the studio right now, let's go, I would have did it. So I regret that. Big L was dope though, rapper.
Rest in peace, Big L. They actually have the Big L story coming out. It's like a documentary. I think somebody in his family's doing a shout to them. All right, let's take it to Brooklyn. $500,000.
$500,000, dope rapper. $500,000 was AZ man. $500,000. I never worked with him, but I met him. I met him in Brooklyn. They have this thing in Brooklyn. I forgot the name of it. I don't know if it's June Balloon. I forgot, some Brooklyn festival celebration thing they had. And I went to Brooklyn. I was out there chilling, and I seen $500,000. He had one of those, he had a 190E to throw, the paid in full era joints. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, he different, because this was after that. Yeah. And he was cool. He showed me love. We kicked it, but we never worked together. So his death was a tragic story. And I hated to see that happen, man. I think if he would have been alive, he would have definitely made some waves.
Yeah, rest in peace, $500,000. Let's take it to the West Coast for our West Coast listeners. Ice-T.
Ice-T. Ice-T is a chameleon. When you think about Ice-T, first of all, he's one of the first rappers when you really think about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of the first from the Cool Herc in them era, but I'm talking about he's early, especially in where he's at. He been in the game since the movie Break-In was out. Yeah. We was little.
What year did he drop? Like 85?
I don't remember, but you remember the movie Break-In with Turbo? He was in there rapping.
That's crazy.
Right? That's back in the days. Yeah. So, but the thing I like about Ice is that he transcended through time. Like he's not, you know, in one moment the movie Colors is out and his voice is more memorable than the movie. I just remember Colors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's that, and then you know him as his West Coast rapper, and he had one of the most polarizing album covers ever. Him with his lady, she was super fine. Remember Power, I believe.
Yeah. I seen the I guess it was Neo that was trying to like touch his wife or something.
Wow.
Like at was it like an event? Tom, you heard about that? It was like, I guess he was at an event and like Neo was like staring at Coco and like he kept it player. Like he kept it player. Like he went over to Coco and was like, yo, he trying to, and then she was like, yeah, she's like bent over. Like he kept it like super West Coast.
Yeah, he's different. He's different. But shout out to him. I respect him because I know people from the street that was trying to get right and he gave them opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And a brother named Lake was doing something and he called Ice-T.
Is this Lake Queensbridge?
Yeah.
Lake, yeah.
And he called Ice-T to do something for him, and he did it. He came.
Really?
Whatever event Lake threw, Ice-T was his guest.
Really?
Yeah. No. Go through my manager. You know the funny.
Yeah.
None of that stuff.
Like
he just
direct
did.
connection. With them.
Right. And yo, this dude came to Queensbridge when they did Keep It Thorough video. Ice-T was out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he ain't had no security, none of that. So I respect him. So shout out to him.
And this is superstar Ice-T because I was already in movies.
He been in what's that TV show he's on? It's been on forever.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order.
So he was in what's that? New Jack City.
Yeah.
So this dude been a star forever, and he's just real.
I had read somewhere that he is the longest standing consistent male character on television ever.
That's what I'm telling you. Like show been on for a very long time.
It's never been
him and Bart Simpson.
Yeah. Oh, Bart Simpson.
24 seasons.
Yeah. All right. Our final one. DOC.
DOC is the what if of rap.
Yeah.
If this was basketball, I'd be saying he's Penny Hardaway or Grant Hill. DOC, when he came out, he had lyrics. He had personality. Like if I'm he was marketable. The ladies liked him. The streets liked him. He had the good music. He had the voice. He was a perfect artist. And then he had the accident that took his voice. So that was so sad as an artist. But I heard he's getting his voice back. I heard he's working on. So yeah, he's the greatest what if. Because if he never loses his voice, what is NWA? What is the West Coast trajectory if he's still performing at his peak?
Yeah, everything changes.
Yeah.
No, everything changes because we don't even understand what type of MC he could have been.
Right.
Had that not happened.
Right.
That's right, man. Punchline Academy. Cormega's in the building. This is my guy right here. All right, so here on the Punchline Academy, we have a top 5 segment. We do everything from top 5 fast foods to, whatever the listeners want to hear. So my question for you today, sir, top 5 producers with bars. Shoot for it.
This is going to be tough. All right, top 5 producers with bars. When we talk about bars, did they have to write them? Or did just do they just...
I think we want people that probably wrote their own bars.
Oh, that's okay. All right, Kanye West. Even for the people that are Kanye detractors at this moment, look at his early body of work. Look at his lyrics and look how he stood toe-to-toe with some of the GOATs lyrically. Kanye West, Havoc.
Havoc's a good one.
RZA.
Definitely.
That's 3 right there. Wow, I just realized this guy does beats too. Eminem.
4.
Because I'm not just looking at the ability to have bars and do beats. I'm looking at the impact that they made too. Number 5 is gonna be tough. Oh wow, somebody wrote something.
The fact that this question was whether or not they wrote all their own bars. Right. That hurt. That hurts.
Oh, now I'm playing myself. Number 5, Large Professor.
Large Professor, hey. Large Pro, round of applause. Cormega in the building. So talk about the new Cormega AZ record.
Well, I told A, it's long overdue. We out here. Let's give these people what they want. You know, instead of just doing old songs. Me myself as an artist, I hate that. So we got the beat. We laid our bars, and we waiting for the streets to tell us how they feel.
Shout out to everyone tapped in the left lane. The Inphamus Amadeuz, the Punchline Academy. My guy Cormega is here. Shout out to Tone Vieira on the board. So when you look back, let's say, when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want the fans and the people to not only remember you for, but something that they got from listening to your music?
When it's all said and done, I want people to use my resilience as something that's applicable to all walks of life. Like, Mega came, he dealt with adversity, he got through adversity, he broke through, he made his own lane, and then he lasted. Because look at all the artists that was hot or whatever in the 90s. I'm selling more than them now. And I don't got no big machine more than, I don't have a big machine. Like, just look, on social media, a lot of people call me the people's champ. I don't call myself that. They say that. Look at me as like that.
People have anointed you. Do you think that maybe a lot of artists got too comfortable with the label, carrying everything, and it's like they're still waiting for the label to come, when now you can go direct to consumer? I mean, you can drop merch, you can drop a record right on this platform, that platform, and your fans can buy directly from you. So do you think that's hurt a lot of your peers?
What I think hurt a lot of my peers? They never were who they proclaimed to be in their music. And when their music gave them...
major key alert.
And when their music gave them a little notoriety, they didn't know how to accept it.
Yeah.
So there's a saying, people will always remember how you make them feel. And, I see great athletes say, I gave my all every game I play, because there might be somebody that's watched me play for the first time. I seen rappers coast. I seen rappers say things like, yeah, man, I'm about to do this feature, man. I'm just going to give him a bullshit verse. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really got... But that bullshit reverse reflects on you, not him. They don't know what he paid you. They're not going to remember, but they're going to remember your verse. Yeah. So it's like, I always gave my all. And this is, if you think about it, on social media now, when they show, like, they'll show songs like this Mobb Deep record was crazy. Mega killed this. I'm not saying this. They saying that. Almost every album I'm on one of the standout tracks is the song with Cormega. And if you think I'm capping, look, it was written. I was on the front of action.
Classic.
Murder Music, I'm on What's Your Poison?
Classic.
HNIC, the song 3.
Yeah.
Funkmaster Flex Volume 2, my freestyle was one of the most popular ones. Tony Touch, Peacemaker, my interlude. High Technology, the song with me and Joe Nell. Conway with Alchemist. Every, you know what I'm saying? I give my all on every song that I do. So that's what I want the people to remember. And it's like, another thing, like we talking about the artists, the problem is, like I said, some of these people weren't who they say they are. And when they got a little attention, they didn't know how to act. When they got a little money, they didn't know how to act. When they got a little fame, they didn't know how to act. The biggest problem I see with artists, they treat the fans like the fans are on their dick. Yeah. I treat the fans like the fans are my boss. Your job security...
Because they are. 100%.
And it's like, your job security is based on your job performance and how the boss sees this performance. Yeah. So if the fans are the same ones, they could say, we don't want to buy your stuff no more, and then it's a wrap. You will never see a fan at a Cormega show leaving mad because I didn't autograph something. You will never see a fan at a Cormega show, say, I spoke to Mega and he didn't speak back to me. Right. Or it's just how I am. Yeah. So that's what ruined a lot of rappers. They treated everybody like they was beneath them. Yeah. And now when it's quiet, and another problem that I see with rappers is this: the ones that look, you listen to the music, you listen to the songs, right? There's songs like, I'm better than you, my life is better than yours, my bitch is better than yours, I'ma fuck your girl if she go to the club, you ain't nothing, I got this, I got this, I got this. Then it's like, but my album's out, buy it.
Yeah, because you're talking down.
Right. So people like, fuck you. I don't want to buy that.
Copy that shit.
So it's like treat the people like they're important, which they are.
Yeah. No, they are the most important aspect.
They're more important than anything.
Yeah, of the thing. Tone, any final thoughts?
Music was curated to us, artists that were signed to record labels, they got pushed onto radio stations, and that's how we knew about artists.
Right.
Now it's like some idiot right now can make a song and be like, in my Trump gold sneakers, and they'll go viral, and the dude will be like the most famous rapper for like, in the Billboard charts this week.
Right.
But what are your thoughts on the whole, like, the old way of music being curated to us versus the new way where anyone can just find their niche?
I think it's a double-edged sword with both of it. The old way, like you said, it was curated. It was monopolized. It was harder to get heard. If you're on a major label, guess who those old radio, I mean, you guys are an example of the new movement forward. Sirius Satellite, God bless y'all, because y'all give people more opportunities. There's other radio stations where you listen to the radio for a couple of hours, you might hear the same song 4 times. Yeah. On regular rotation. So a lot of artists wouldn't get the chance to be heard on those platforms. So it was a handful of people that was going to shine, and the other people were left out. I mean, Alicia Keys was on the shelf until somebody that has a good ear and like, yo, what are you doing? Let's work with her.
And she's a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like, the old way was so controlled, it was harder to get in. That's why mixtapes were our benefit. But the thing with mixtapes and streaming that I don't like about both of them, though they're both beneficial to the artist, they both aren't economically beneficial to the artist. It benefits everybody else. It was mixtape DJs who was going home counting all the money. Mm-hmm. You was on the mixtape, you got the look, but they got the loot. Streaming pays terrible. It's terrible. Like, I took my music off stream. I put it back because I had to for some reason, you know what I'm saying? But the new way is to find an independent stream where you could get the most of your revenue. You just have to build your brand up, and then you'll be lucrative. Because the way that these big stream companies pay, you don't even get 25 cents. You don't even get it. I don't even know if you get a penny off of a song. You don't even get a penny. So what are we doing? You get 1 million streams, and you like, I got 1 million streams. Yeah, it looks good, it sounds good, but you don't got 1 million. You didn't even get 1 million. You didn't even get $1 for each stream.
Yeah, you get 2,400 per million.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like
0.3 cents for if you don't have a premium account, and then if you do, it's like 0.9. And
here's the crazy thing: like we said, it was monopolized before, but who owns Spotify now? Universal. So
they spun the block.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they spun the block.
We got to find a way to bring equality economically to the artists. Even if you was making $1 off a stream, that would be better than what we're getting.
Well said,
man. Knowledge from Cormega, the legend in the building. Let's get into another record. So what's coming up for you next time? We got a project. We got to get you up here, spit some bars. The Punchline Academy. The fans are gonna be going crazy. Yeah. So we got to get you to come rap the next time. But what's coming up next? What do you have working on?
I'm headed to Europe to knock out some dates.
Nice.
Then I got to come back. I'm headed to Canada. I'll be in Vancouver March 22nd. Then what are we doing? I got some dates in Italy.
Getting that overseas money.
Yeah.
I gotta come hang out with Cormega.
Yeah.
Shade 45.
We could do some things.
I gotta come over there. I got my own show now. It's up. We could travel.
We could do things.
We going outside.
So I'm doing that, and then in the meantime, I'm trying to finish these. I got a secret project. I don't want to say what I'm doing. I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
With a producer, dope producer. You guys all know him. And I got a project with Harry Fraud that I'm dying. Now I don't want to say dying. I want to put
really Harry Fraud did the whole project.
I got a whole project that I'm doing with Harry Fraud that I'm waiting for us to let's go. Harry, if you can hear me, let's go.
Time to work, man.
Yeah, I wanna get that Harry Fraud product out. I got an album. You know how the artists do the Lost Tapes album?
Yeah, you have one of those?
Yeah, but I need a title. I don't want to call it Lost Tapes. Everybody use that. I just want to I need a dope title, and I'm gonna put out. I have unreleased songs with me and some Wu-Tang guys. I have like rare songs like Use Mad Clips with me and Styles P that never was really released. I got a lot of exclusive music
nice
that I want to put out. So
Nice. So the fans look forward to that. Cormega in the building, the Punchline Academy. I'm the Inphamus Amadeuz. Let's play some more music. We'll be back. Left Lane Music.